All right, now I've seen a lot of comments over the past probably month saying, oh, you're missing out on free weapon set points, just get a second weapon. I've never messed with the weapon swap, the weapon set points. And when you're on console, you have to hold it and then allocate. Somebody just brought up a comment. You knew, all right? Didn't really explain, just said I'm missing out. And I'm like, from my understanding, the whole time, it's no matter what you set it to, however many skill point, like say I have the 32 skill points. I was under the assumption that no matter what, if I set those points, whether it's some weapon set 1 or 2, I only have 32 points. Nobody ever explained to me that if I set all 24 weapon set 1 points and I have 0 skill points left, I have then an additional 24 that I can slot into weapon set 2. Nobody said that, how that worked. Nobody's ever explained it to me. So I went and I watched a couple tutorials real quick. I was just under the assumption once your skill points are gone, doesn't matter if you have weapon set 1 or 2, but as long as you spend all weapon set 1, 24 of those points, you can then go in and spec those 24 and they're extra, additional. I had no idea that's how that worked. I've been playing this game for almost, what, 500 hours? No idea. So I'm going to go through and show you how that works in case, I'm sure there's people out there like me that just had no idea. So I'm basically going to just get a cheap bow to put my totems down and I'll have more passive skill tree points to put into more damage. This is blowing my mind right now. Like, I never messed with it. I never did anything. I was just, like I said, under the assumption that once the points are gone, that's it. Doesn't matter if you go, because like if I do it right now, if I go weapon set 1, it goes down to 31.23. If I go weapon set 2, it goes down, won't even let me. Why is that? Weapon set 2. Okay, nobody knows. See, that's what I mean. Like, I always tried. I don't know if this is a thing on console. Like, it should let me, right? It lets me go there. I guess because I've already pathed into that. But see this one, hold on, let's pull that back. Yeah, watch. It doesn't take from that 31. So nobody's ever explained it to me that as long as you exhaust all 24 weapon set 1 points, you have another free 24 points. Nobody's ever explained that to me. So everybody's just telling me, you're missing out on free points. As you just saw, no matter what I did, it was just like taking a point. So it was just never explained. So now we know. Now we know. So let me show you how this is going to work, okay? Let me show you how this is going to work. I got 31 passes right now. I got to refund that one real quick. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm path to here. I'm gonna grab all this totem shit, all of it. I was gonna do banner stuff. I probably still could. I won't have enough. Okay, so spend all my points. As you can see, you get a red line for what, like a reddish, orangish line for weapon set 1. I've exhausted all my skill points, and I only have 3 weapon set 1 points left. I didn't feel like I needed to use all of them because, like, most of the stuff I want for, you know, my totems as well. So here's the deal. Now, since I have 0 skill points, this is the part I didn't know. As long as I've used weapon set 1 points, which I have, now I can assign weapon set 2. Now I can go down to 3 if I believe that's how that works. And these are all free points. So I can just assign every one of these, even though I've already spec'd everywhere that I need to be, which is crazy. So I'm saving so much of my resources by doing this, which is honestly crazy. Because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that I'm technically saving. So I got 9 free points out of this. Plus, I'm getting everything now. So I gained 9 passive points that I could path to because I didn't have rage before. So I got my rage back. I went up and I grabbed the extra life. I didn't have these 4. So I got all this stuff for free, basically. So since I'm only placing my totems now, I have to set, I'll show you how to set them. Now, instead of just getting the +1 30% damage and 16% attack speed. I'm now getting another 4%. I'm getting another 30% damage. I'm getting 32% life. Plus, I regenerate 1% of my life while I have a totem out. Plus, they regenerate 3. That should still work even if I switch weapons, because that's active when the totem's out. So now I can also go down here and I can go 2, 2, 2. I couldn't grab all these before. It just wasn't a thing. And you see I'm going down. I got 8 points left, right? Now I can grab this. I can grab this. So now my totems are like super buffed. Now, if I try to go, let's watch this. It probably won't let me go past 3, right? Okay. Now let's go to this. So I can't go anymore. So if I was to spend another 3 weapon set 1 points, I could get 3 more free. I was not aware that as long as you set that, you had an additional 24 free points on weapon set 2 to use on totems, or like if you're doing curses or anything like that. Nobody ever explained it to me like that, and I had no idea that's how that worked. Because anytime I messed with it, it was just like, because I was under the assumption like, okay, I have weapon set 1, that's my main. And everybody's like, yeah, just assign it to weapon set 2. And anytime I would try to assign it to 2, I had 0 points, because I've always, as soon as I get a level, I put it in. So I was like, everybody keeps telling me I have 24 free points on weapon set 2, but then anytime I would go to set it, nobody ever said you have to actually set 24 nodes as weapon set 1 only, and then you get your free weapon set 2 points. So here we go, 500 hours in. So now yeah, I'll pull those back. Okay, I guess I pulled everything back. Hold on. All right, we just set that. So now I literally saved 19 points and got a bunch of extra totem stuff. Now here's what you got to do. You're on controller console like me, so PC, you just click on it, you press X, you go to skill options, used with weapon set, we just want it with 1. That should save. Yep. Okay, so since we're going to be using our ballistas, now I got to get weapon set 2 that has the extra projectile, +6 to projectiles. Now if we set this to only 2, it'd be good to go. This, I don't think it, yeah, it doesn't matter. Emergency reload 1. I would do this with all your skills. This doesn't matter. You can't set it to 1 or 2. Okay, well then I'm gonna spec into 3 more points into banners and save me 3 more. All right, so I had to switch some things around. I had to mess around with some stuff. So basically, when I place my totems down, my companion goes away, but as soon as I switch back, start firing, he comes back out. I see. Okay, so you can also do your spirit gems or whatever is on that one as well. Okay, so now
no mana.
When I place that, he stays, because you can reserve spirit for each set. Okay, and then if I switch to this now, he stays out the whole time. Okay, all right. Yeah, I had to do some like switching around, but yeah, so basically I'm getting all this totem stuff for free now, right? And I don't have any life regen on me right now, so this 1% literally gives me the 16.4, and that stays active even when I switch back to my other crossbow because the totem's out. That's a game changer. I'm gonna have to go change my other tactician build now. I didn't know it worked like that. So yeah, I'm getting a bunch of extra nodes now. That I'm basically getting 19 extra nodes. Didn't know it worked like that. No idea. Nobody's ever like been like, Kingdom, idiot, dumbass, here's how it works. So yeah, I have all this stuff now. I still say we get to 94. That's another 15 levels. So you figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can keep all the low life, my totems, my banners. This is crazy. And I got 2 more I can spend somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I just want to make a video on that because I didn't know it worked that way. I didn't know once you spend one of the weapon sets, you can then get the other weapon set for free, even if you have 0 points. Never been explained that way. So hopefully, maybe, you know, feel free to roast me in the comments. I had no idea, right? And if you didn't know, well, guess what? Now you know. But just make sure, like, you switch your skills to weapon 1 or 2, you know, from the menu here. Like, go in, skill options, make sure you set it. And when you go into, you know, assign your spirit, make sure you assign both if you need it, or whatever setup you got to do. And yeah, wow. Anyway, you know the drill. You learn something new every day, right? Check out our builds. See you on the next one.